So this morning I decided that I'm gonna go on a hike that I haven't been on in a while. It's in Corona. It's called the Skyline Trail, and this time I'm gonna go all the way up to what people call the golf ball. It's a big Doppler radar on top, perched way on top the peaks there. It's about 5.5 miles one way, so I'm gonna do the round trip today. I'm gonna be packing most of my gear. Still can't decide if I want the drone or not. So I decided to go for a little bowl of oatmeal with a little granola in it. Very light, because you don't really want to feel all that sluggish and heavy on the trail, so this is usually what I go for. One huge tip though, and I try to do that before going to any major trail or hike, is to hydrate before going to bed. So basically drink at least a glass of water before going to bed, because you don't want to start off your day dehydrated and play catch up all day. Because once you're dehydrated, it's already too late. If you can avoid it, do that. Drink water, lots of water before going to bed, and then start drinking your electrolytes and more water first thing in the morning. That way you're properly hydrated. If you're over here, where it's going to get into the high 90s or the lower triple digits pretty soon, the whole day is going to be hot, especially out on the trail where there's no shade. You need to be properly hydrated. So I'm going to go eat my breakfast and get all my gear together and start heading that way. Also, I'm drinking a little bit of coffee today, which is kind of counterintuitive to what I just said, but I drink coffee every day, and in order to avoid some headaches down the line, I'm just gonna have a little bit, just to have a little caffeine fix, but I'm not gonna go overboard. So again, I'll make sure I drink lots of water, and I'll be fine. Alright, so along with these two canteens, I'm going to be taking my Camelback, which will be totaling 180 ounces of fluids, water mainly, one bottle of my electrolyte solution. So I think I should be fine on fluids. You always want to take more than less of it. You'll be better off in the end. Alright, so this guy alone packs 100 ounces of water. I'm just going to strap it on the outside of my backpack, and as I go along, maybe refill it or just drink out of my canteens. This is my favorite Nalgene bottle because it's just so huge. And one more thing, I ultimately decided to go against the drone, just for the pure reason that I'm going to be going by myself, so I just kind of need to gauge how much I need to carry in terms of water, food, and stuff like that, and the drone's just taking up way too much space. I think I need to get my Mavic already. Alright. So, just got here. Not many cars, which is surprising to see for this sort of location and trail. So I'm gonna start heading up, and we'll see what kind of time we get. I'm expecting 2 to 3 hours to get all the way up to the golf ball, so we'll see about that. So I just reached the actual trailhead, so the trail starts here. Still not many people out here. I guess the temperature's already climbed up so high that a lot of people just say screw it, don't want to deal with it, but I'm not complaining about that. It's nice and quiet. So this right here is actually one of my favorite parts of the trail. This knife edge ridge that you can hike all the way up there. And over here, like you can see the city of Corona behind me. And it's a pretty good skyline, hence the name. So I gotta climb up this ridge right here, all the way up top, and then just navigate my way through the ridge all the way to the golf ball. I still got about 4 miles to go, maybe 3.5. We're about 35 minutes in, doing pretty good time, doing good on water, and yeah, still not a lot of people out here. Pretty quiet Tuesday. Hopefully it stays that way. But it's not really that hot yet, but I feel the temperature hiking up there pretty fast. I made sure not to forget my sunblock either, because I don't want to burn. Pretty sure along the way will forget to apply it at least once, but hey, at least I didn't forget starting off. So I'm almost at the Doppler. It's actually right over here. And so I'm walking on the trail and I encounter these used to be buildings at one point, I think. Mind you, it's my first time all the way up here, so I've never seen these. But you can see over there that stone wall and these buildings right here. I don't know if that's what people mean by when they refer to the haunted buildings up here. These are it. I don't know what these used to be. Check that out. Look at that fireplace over there. These look pretty recent though. Yeah, I can definitely tell this is a popular camping spot. I wonder if these used to be some old fire lookouts or something like that. Definitely cool though. There's two of them, one over here and one over there. But just, this one's pretty much gone. That one's kind of preserved. It's way smaller though. Nice little fireplace here as well. That is awesome. I don't know if these used to be maybe some hiking shelters back in the day, or when they were building the Doppler station up there, maybe that served as some sort of a living quarters. Who knows? Lots of trash around here though. Alright. Alright, and we are here. That's the prize. That's why people come up here for this ginormous golf ball. That looks more like a ginormous soccer ball than anything. But I think it's a nice feature, you know, to end your hike. Not just turn around and walk back, but it's just like, you know, it's a nice landmark to mark the end of the trail. So here it is. Here's the Doppler. I am starving right now, and I'm gonna have some lunch. Probably gonna eat everything I brought. Sit underneath that little tree. Hey, vulture, go away. I'm not dying yet. Hopefully there's gonna be no snakes here. look, a nice quartz crystal. I swear I see them everywhere. My coworker Frankie would be mad at me right about now because I always just look and see them. She can never find any. Alright, let's have that lunch. Alright, so my big camera crapped out on me again and I forgot to grab my batteries. But anyway, so for my lunch, I bought this at a local Walmart a while ago. Never got a chance to test it. Never got a chance to test it out. And so I thought, what better place to test these things out than a hike? And what it is these Bridgeford ready-to-eat sandwiches. It's basically like Mountain House, that sort of stuff. It doesn't have to be refrigerated or stored in any special place or conditions or anything like that. It can actually be eaten as is, right out of the pouch. Or you can use one of those MRE flameless heaters. You can use boiling water, microwave, or toaster oven. Obviously, only 2 of these options apply here, as I'm not going to have a microwave out here. I do have the MRE heater, but I think I'm just going to eat them as is, right out of the pouch. I bought them probably like 3 or 4 months ago, but they're still good. The shelf life's amazing. Total amount of fat 12 grams, which is not bad. Sodium 760 per sandwich, so that's pretty up there, but that's to be expected. Total carbs 36 grams, sugar 7 grams, protein 11 grams. So it's pretty up there when it comes to the protein as well. Just one word of advice: a lot of hikers, including me, pack a lot of protein-packed foods, which is fine as long as you keep in mind that consumption of high-protein diet on a strenuous hike requires a lot of metabolic waters. So as long as you pack enough water, you should be good. So it actually comes in an MRE-like pouch, which is these notoriously known brown packages. So if I open it, have a nice hiss to it. Oh, it smells good. And according to the information provided on the nutrition value sheet, this should make for a good backcountry food. It smells good. The texture is really soft and really smooth. It kind of looks like a pound cake or something like that. It's almost shiny. Definitely can smell the barbecue sauce for sure. I can see some meat texture. First impression, definitely tastes like something from an MRE. It's dense, not a lot of juice in there, but I guess it's a good thing when you're eating it out here. It's not going to be soggy. The flavor is rather sharp when it comes to the barbecue sauce. It's not bad. I'm definitely gonna need a lot of water, a lot of drink to come along with this, because I'm kind of getting a lot of dry feeling in my mouth. But it's not bad. I wish I had grabbed some hot sauce. That would have made it a lot better. It's actually not bad. The texture, I guess the meat could be juicier, but then again it would seep into the bread and you would just wind up with a soggy mess. No, this isn't bad. You can definitely taste barbecue sauce, and the meat's sort of a pulled pork consistency. It should be beef, but it reminds me of pulled pork. So all in all, this is a pretty good hike. I mean, like I said, this is my first time way up here by the golf ball, but I definitely recommend it. On a hot summer like it is right now, 95, 98 and up when it comes to the temperature, definitely pack a lot of water. And the hike itself, it's not as strenuous as you might think. The danger lies within the management of the trail, the way you hike it. It just sort of snakes around and just goes steadily up. There's never you could definitely pick some of the more one of the steeper sections down there, but generally the actual trail, it's a nice gradual slope up, and the trail doesn't terminate here at the golf ball. It actually keeps going, and you can navigate your way all the way through to the San Jacinto Peak. I think that's what it is. But like I said, the way you hike it is everything. There's not a lot of shade. There's practically none. The only patches of shade that you can catch is when you get a good spot, when the sun's behind the embankment, and there's a tall bush or a tree or something that throws a shadow on the trail. So even if you're in the top-notch condition, the best shape of your life, I suggest you do take these breaks, take advantage of the shadows, because you're going to feel a lot better in the end. And just because there's not a lot of it on the trail, it does provide for a short little break, a little drink. But other than that, it's a pretty good trail.